Hi everyone, my name is Jen and welcome to the Book Refuge and welcome to another recommendations video. And as per the trend of reading some lighter fare, I wanted to do a sports recommendations video, which is funny that I haven't done one before because I have read a lot of sports romances this year, but I think what held me back is that a lot of my friends have also done sports recommendation videos, my friends on Booktube, and I feel like we all have the same books on them. But then I was like, you know what? We don't all have the same viewers, so it's time to start a new one. So most of these books are within series as they go because with sports, they're a team and it's really easy to jump from player to player to make a series. But I'm going to start you with kind of the journey that I started on and how I got into sports romances, and then, give you all the recommendations that I have. So the first ones I actually read, which I wasn't reading because they were sports romances, I was reading because it was Enemies to Lovers, is The Hookup, which is the first in the Game On series by Kristen. These are football romances. They start in college and then go into the professional football. So this first one is about Drew and Anna, and Drew is the quarterback and he is instantly attracted to Anna. Anna is attracted to him too, but she doesn't want to have a boyfriend and she doesn't want to be deep in a relationship. So they decided to start a friends with benefits relationships, which starts out as an enemies with benefits relationship. And Anna has all these rules that Drew has to fit into if he wants to get any. And this is a case of Drew catches feelings much quicker than Anna does. And he's like, hey, I don't just want to be your booty call. I want us to mean something to each other. And Anna's like, don't know if I can do that. And then the next book in the series is The Friend Zone, which I don't have a copy of that one, but that one obviously is a friends to lovers. Then there is The Game Plan, which is about, this is a virgin hero. This is about Ethan Dexter and Fiona, oh my gosh, I love her. I love Fiona. But yeah, Dex he's also pierced a lot of places, and he's a virgin hero, and he has had a thing for Fiona for a long time, and finally he gets in this situation with her where he's bearded, he's a beast of a man, and he makes a bet with her that kissing a guy with a beard is just as great as kissing someone without one, and that leads them to more, which is funny. It makes me laugh. The final book in this series, which I also don't have that one yet, is, what's the last book? It doesn't have it in here. It's The Hookup, The Friend Zone, The Game Plan, and I can't remember, but that one's also Friends to Lovers. So those are all football. Then, in my journey, the next ones that I read were Him and Us by Sarina, Bowen, and Elle Kennedy. So this is a male-male hockey romance. And this is about Jamie and Wesley, and they were best friends as kids, and then one year at camp things got a little crazy, and one of them gave the other one a BJ, and it freaked him out and made him realize that one, he was in love with his friend, and two, that he was gay, or the other way around, one, that he was gay, and two, he was in love with his friend, and his friend had shown no inclination to being gay at all. So he freaks out, breaks it up, and doesn't speak to him for 4 years until they end up playing each other in a tournament or whatever, and then they end up going back to the same camp that they used to teach at as kids and explore their relationship, and it's amazing. And so it leads into this other series that I love, which Sarina Bowen wrote, and that is the Brooklyn Bruiser series. So these are the first 3. I think there's a total of like 5 at this point. The series name changed when she went, these are her traditionally published copies, and so the series name changed to just the Brooklyn series after these 3. But the first one is Rookie Move, and this is about Leo and Georgia. And so there's actually a series that precedes this that is a college hockey romance that's called the Ivy Years or something. And so we'd actually met Leo Trevi before in that series, and so we knew that there had been a girl named Georgia that he loved most of his life, and that she broke up with him when they graduated high school. And the reason she broke up with him is that she was assaulted, she was raped at a party, and she just couldn't stand how it had changed their relationship, that he was too afraid to touch her or love her or be with her. And now she is the media person for this hockey team. Her dad is the coach, and Leo just got traded to their team. And so there is this, like, this is a, you know, childhood lover reconnection story, and it's hockey, and it's great. And then we have Hard Hitter. This is about the enforcer on the team. His name is Patrick O'Doul, and he falls for Ari Bettini, who is the massage therapist on the team. I really love this one because Patrick has an aversion to touch, and so that's why he doesn't want to see a massage therapist, and she kind of like talks him into coming to see her and actually is helping him with his injuries. Then there is Pipe Dreams, which this is about Mike Beacon, who is a single father and a widower, and he's in love with Lauren Williams, and he has been in love with her for a long time, but he actually left Lauren when they were about to like get engaged because his wife, who he wasn't fully divorced from yet, he found out she had cancer, and so he went back to take care of her during her last time and to be there for his daughter. And so now he wants another chance with Lauren, and Lauren is not feeling too happy to do that for him. Then I gotta mention the Pucked series by Helena Hunting. This whole series to me is it ranges between, like, this book is hilarious. This is about Alex Waters and Violet, it just says Violet, who her brother's on a team with Alex, and they end up having a one-night stand, and then Alex catches feelings really quickly and just starts pursuing Violet, and in fact he's a little bit too pushy, but it's kind of adorable at the same time, and so she really kind of falls for him in that way. And so this book I feel like is really funny, and I really love that. And then there's Pucked Up, which is about Violet's stepbrother and actually Alex's younger sister. And then there's Pucked Over and then Forever Pucked is like a direct sequel to this one. Obviously, like, they're getting married. And then, yeah, there's like 6 books total in this series, and they're all about the team members, and I really, really, really liked it. I eventually want this whole series, but I just have the 2 right now. Then I have The Chicago Rebels by Kate Meador. So I've actually read the first 2 in this series. I haven't read this one yet, but this one is about Isabel Chase, and it's about Vadim Petrov, and I actually listened to this on audio. And the voice that the narrator did for Vadim is so cool. So this is another case of, like, they were together when they were young, and then he got in trouble her dad caught them, and her dad, like, almost ruined his career. And so now they're back on the same, like, she's a coach for the team that he is joining because she actually went to the Olympics and almost died there. She was injured on the ice and she almost died. And so she hasn't been able to continue playing, but she coaches now. And so this was like a lovers to enemies to lovers again. And it's really great. And then there's another one in this series called, let me find it. I think it's Irresistible You. Nope, that's the second one. What's the third one called? Undone by You, which is a male, and it's actually about the owner of the team and one of the players. And so it's a male age gap because the owner, I think he's almost 40, and the younger, he's only like 24. And it is so sexy and so much fun, and I loved it. You should definitely check out that series. So then I want to talk about Challenge by Amy Dawes. This is about Camden, who is a football, it's international. These are all like British or Scottish people. Amy Dawes books always are, and I love that. And so Camden, he gets injured, and Indy is his nurse, and she ends up kind of like propositioning him, and he propositions her because she is virgin and doesn't want to be one anymore. So there you go. Then there is Blindsided by Amy Dawes, and this is about Mac and Freya, and this is a friends to lovers. This is also a plus-size heroine. This is also a virgin heroine, and it is the trope of, I'm your friend, let me show you about sex, and I love that. He is Scottish, and this series, this book is so good. I need to keep reading Amy Dawes books. I haven't read any more of them lately, and I'm disappointed in myself for that. Then I also want to mention Unforgettable by Melanie Harlow. This is a baseball romance. This is actually the like 5th one in the series, but you can read these in any order. And this is a second chance romance about a girl and a guy that they had an unplanned pregnancy as teenagers, and they gave up the baby, and then they've never talked to each other since then, because he went off to become a Major League Baseball player, and she just went about her life. And now that child is about to turn 18, and so she has the option to actually write him a letter and reach out and learn who their son is. And so when Travis comes back to town, he's there for his sister's wedding, which is actually being planned by her. They start to reconnect about, you know, their history and see if maybe they want to give this another chance and if they want to meet their son. And this book was very emotional and really, really good, and I loved it so much. So then I want to talk about a series that I've been reading this week, because like I've said, I've been trying to read some lighter books, and my friend Becca, hey Becca, love you, suggested the Jock Row series by Sara Ney. And so there's 3 books in one of the series so far, and that is Jock Row, Jock Rule, and Jock Hard. And so Jock Row, which just completely endeared me to this book, has the least amount of drama that I've ever read. It is the sweetest friends to lovers ever, and was just like a natural progression of a relationship. What might sound boring, but like I said, I was wanting something sweet and wholesome, and this one was totally it, okay? So this is about these 2 characters. I can't remember their names, sorry. I've read 8 books by this author this weekend, so all the names are like in my head. But this girl goes with 2 of her friends to a party on Jock Row, and she is cock blocking. And so one of the like older guys in the house, he gets sent to ban her from the house because she's ruining his friend's chances with her friends. And so it's super awkward. And I started this and I was like, what the hell is going on? But they end up standing out on the porch and just talking. And so the next Friday, and so it's cool because this entire series is told with like Friday interactions, which was really clever by the author, a clever way to get around having to write in between, because it was just each time the characters met, it was one of the chapters. So anyway, and so then the next Friday, she like wears a really warm coat and brings snacks and goes back and expects to maybe get let in, but maybe she won't, and she's hoping she won't get let in, and she's hoping this guy will sit with her on the porch the whole day instead. And that's what happens. He's like, sorry, still can't let you in, you might be cock blocking again. And they sit outside and she has snacks with because he's like, I'm super hungry, and she's like, I brought snacks this time. And it was just an adorable story, and there's like no drama, and it was great. Then the next one was called Jock Row, and this is about a dude who's like a total like beast. Like he's super tall, bearded, all these things, and he ends up making friends with this girl, and he's trying to help her like get a date. It's one of those. And then he is a secret like millionaire type thing, and one of the reasons why he's like grown his beard and like acts the way that he does is because he always has women like coming after him, because not only is he an athlete, but he's super wealthy, and there's these women that are literally called like jock chasers. And so after being burned by that a couple times, he's really like put up his walls, and this girl is just so oblivious and clueless to that, and so he kind of takes her under his wing, and it's really cute. He's super grumpy. He's a very grumpy hero, and I just love like when they start to fall for each other. It's really cute. Then there's Jock Row, and this one is a virgin hero and it's just adorable. Like, it was cute. It's another sports romance, and it was really fun. And then I'm currently reading the How to Date a Douchebag series. And so this one is like, just like it sounds like the guys are assholes and kind of, they're pigs, like they are. And it's about each of them, you know, kind of finding the woman who makes them like sit up straight and act better. So the ones I've read so far is, there is, I can't remember. I know there's the learning hours, the coaching hours, the failing hours, and I can't remember what the first one is, but the learning hours, that one is, so these ones are wrestling romances, which is cool, wrestling sports romance, and the learning hours is actually about where the girl is a jerk. And so this guy, who he's not super good looking, his friends put up these posters of his face and phone number and say, let's get Rhett laid. And so he has hundreds of girls texting him, sexting him, and just being gross. And he doesn't have time for that, and it's harassment. Like, he's getting hazed by his friends, and it's actually really bad. And so this girl, Laurel, she kind of gets sucked up into that jerkiness, and she gets Bet to message him, but he's just telling everyone who messages him, he's just saying, fuck off, fuck off, fuck off. And she's like, that's rude. And he's like, you're the one who's being rude. I obviously didn't put that poster up. Stop messaging me. And she's just like, hey man, why you gotta be such a jerk? And she's just like, you know, and so there's this back and forth that the two of them have, and it's really great. It's really great. And so that's actually a case of, she's this really beautiful, awesome girl, and he's so clueless, because she just starts to fall for him and how sweet he is and great, and he just thinks that he's been friend zoned. And so it's actually like really beautiful / sad / adorable that all these move, like, she doesn't want to make the first move, but she might have to, because he just can't believe that a woman as beautiful as her would pay a lick of attention to him. And so it's just like heartbreaking but beautiful at the same time, because it's so beautiful. Like, it made me cry. Anyway, so yeah. All right, so those are some sports romances for you / I mean, a lot of them are college romances too, so we're like melding it together. Let me know some of your favorites. There are obviously more that I've read, but I, you know, was trying to be a little different than some other people, so check those out. If you want to see more of these recommendations, make sure to check out my Amazon storefront. I put all of the books that I'm recommending monthly, weekly, in certain videos will all be in there. If you end up purchasing through that link, I do get a small commission, which, you know, helps a girl out. But don't worry, if you just want to see the books that I'm talking about, you can check there, or you can check out my Goodreads, which is always in my link tree down below, to see what I'm reading. So thank you so much for watching. I put up new videos 3 to 4 times a week, and you can watch some more of them right now. Bye!